What's going on, guys? Today I just want to take a closer look at the Willpower Mastery and see if it's still worth it in 2018. Those of you who have not been playing the game for all that long might not know that the Willpower Mastery was actually nerfed a couple of times in the past. When I first started playing this game, it was so strong that you would intentionally get hit just to get a debuff on yourself and then watch your health bar go up to full. Or you'd run the Suicide Masteries, which, because of how strong the willpower healing was and having those couple of debuffs on yourself, you would actually heal instead of taking damage. How crazy is that, right? Oh man, kind of missed those days running suicides. Anyway, it was nerfed a second time after that. This is maybe a year later or something like that, where it got nerfed the second time. Where it was changed for defenders in Alliance War. And I don't even know if you want to call this a nerf. It was a nerf for your defenders, but it was a buff for anybody that was actually attacking in Alliance War. So just a bit of a balance there. Basically, willpower used to heal off of your boosted up health. So if you were fighting a boss that has like plus 800% attack or something ridiculous, or I'm sorry, 800% health, and you applied some kind of a debuff to that boss, they would be healing like crazy unless you had some form of heal block, right? So yeah, they changed that. And after that, a lot of people were kind of like, well, is willpower still good? A lot of people dropped it from their build. You know, you have to put in 15 points in the defensive tree just to unlock it. Is it actually worth it? And is it worth all 3 points? Let's go ahead and take a look at one of my most recent Alliance Wars here. So I'm not going to show every single fight. I'm going to go through. I had 7 fights in total. I am going to post the entire war in a few days here, but just kind of wanted to show a little bit of example here in this video. So this is it's actually going to be a Spider-Man, and there's heal block on this node. So unfortunately, willpower, it's not going to do anything here, but I did want to show that you know, if it didn't have heal block versus any other Spider-Man, watch this. I slip up just the tiniest little bit here. I barely take any damage, but it was enough to put an armor break debuff on me. Now, that debuff, I would just be healing from it if it didn't have this heal block. So Spider-Man, any other node, willpower could be pretty good. Could be enough to you know, keep you in the fight and save you from dying there, right? All right. So the next fight here. This is a 5-star mutant champion, and it is Sabretooth. And I don't actually get hit by Sabretooth. This one does not have any kind of heal block on it. But the thing about Sabretooth is he has a chance to apply bleed on his specials. And, you know, some of these newer champions, you don't always know their movesets right away. You accidentally get caught by a special or something like that. You could very easily find yourself with a bleed. And Sabretooth's bleed, it actually lasts for a long time. I think it's 8-second duration. Then you, if you factor in deep wounds, if they have that maxed out, that's 10.5 seconds. And that's, you know, that's 10.5 seconds of willpower healing, which, you know, willpower ticks every half a second. So, yeah, it would actually be what is that? 21 seconds or 21 ticks of healing, which you know, it heals for like over 100. That's actually not that bad of healing, right? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the third champion. The third champion is actually Mephisto, and again, I don't get hit, so we're gonna skip through this one nice and quick. But I'm not sure exactly how his special one works. Mephisto is a little bit interesting because I know he can turn off certain abilities and stuff like that. But I think with his special one, I think it only turns off active buffs. So I think you would actually heal a bit from the willpower. Could be mistaken on that. Again, let's just move along. The whole point is, though, that he does have some kind of debuff. We're going to get into some actual numbers here in just a moment. All right, so this is Green Goblin. 6-star Green Goblin. This node is very, very annoying. We're actually just going to skip right ahead. This is the power shield node, which means only my specials are dealing damage to him. And the way Green Goblin works is he can, oh man, he limits your power gain, and then on top of that, this node, it has increased power gain for him. So, you know, it's pretty annoying having Green Goblin here. You kind of want to throw that special whenever you get it, but you know you're going to be feeding him power when you do. But because it's taking you so long to build up your power meter, you know, I just kind of threw out the special here whenever I got to a special 2. And I had an invulnerability boost active, so if it didn't kill him, which it didn't, I wasn't too worried about this SP3 that he's going to launch my way. But there are some debuffs that come after this, and they deal some pretty good damage. Let's go ahead and take a look at how much damage it's actually ticking for. So 853. That's just the incinerate. If you notice, there's actually 2 debuffs on me right now. So the damage is ticking for 853, but that only ticks for 4 seconds in total. So 8 ticks of actual incinerate damage. The total on that is 6,824. I'm healing. The willpower healing just from the incinerate was 1960. Actually, that was both debuffs combined. The 245 healing times the times 8 because it's 4 seconds, but it's every half second, right? So I gained 2,000 of that health back from all of the damage being dealt to me. And then there's an additional 8 seconds of just that weakness debuff on me, which is 16 ticks at 129 health, which is a little bit over 2,000 healing again. So I healed up basically 4,000 damage of the 6,824 damage dealt to me. So I really didn't take much damage from that or from those debuffs at all. This is a node that can be very annoying, and yeah, I just saved myself an extra 4,000 health on it. Alright, let's move on. I've got one last fight here, and this is going to be a 5-star. Actually, let's back it up a tiny little bit here. You can see I've got Scatter Lens on right now. This is a rank 5-star champion, and this is Iceman. So this is about as strong an Iceman as you can get. I'm sure his signature ability probably wasn't maxed out, but still, he's very strong Iceman, right? And we've got, it's ticking for 457 on the Cold Snap, so a lot of damage coming in my way. Cold Snap lasts for 12 seconds, so that means 24 ticks of 457 damage. That is just shy of 11,000 total damage. Now, I have Willpower healing, but I also have the healing boost active. So combined, I'm healing for 240 every half second. Now, if we actually skip ahead, we can see that just the healing boost, now that Cold Snap is off of me, just the healing boost is actually 116, meaning the willpower is ticking for 124 when Cold Snap is on. If we were to, just work out the math on that. I think it's a little bit less than the previous healing versus Green Goblin, just because of maybe a difference in the Despair mastery between the two. I'm not exactly sure, but in any case, willpower healing is 124. So 124 times 24 ticks, right? 'Cause 12 seconds every half second. That's nearly 3,000 life that I'm healing just off of this Cold Snap. If you combine that with the actual boosted up. The 3-minute 15% healing, that's healing me for 5,800 in total. So yeah, all together combined, I'm only taking 2,000 damage from this 565 Iceman's Cold Snap. Now I do take some damage from like the degen on the Snowed and some block hits and stuff like that. But I mean, look at this. The Cold Snap is over with. I'm all healed up from that boost, and I'm at 85% health. That's why Iceman isn't all that effective of a defender, in my opinion. At least when you're playing it right, if you have the right champions, if you're not going in with like class disadvantage, if you have willpower, if you're using the appropriate boost, then it's not too bad at all. But yeah, look at that, man. So willpower. Basically, the first few fights, I just want to demonstrate that there are a lot of champions that you come across that have some kind of debuffs. But then these last 2 fights here against Green Goblin and Iceman, you could really see their healing effectiveness. Even if I didn't have the little bit of the 3-minute boost active, it still would have only been 8,000 damage in total because I healed back so much with willpower. So really not that bad. It's definitely something that you can survive even without that 3-minute boost. In any case, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Again, I do think that willpower is very effective. That's why I included it in my Season 2 Alliance War focused build for my mastery build that I released yesterday. It's definitely not essential. If you needed to pull points from something, you can certainly get by without willpower, but I do think it's very effective. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.